Welcome, NACSMA members. This is part of our continuing series and interviews with contact center professionals. Welcome, Mark Carriere, the Managing Director at Marketing Tactics. Mark, today we're going to talk about a few questions in regards to your experience in the contact center industry, focused on the role of the team leader. Now, in your training in your organization, you focus a lot on the role of the team leader. Why is that, and why do you feel it's so important to you and your organization as you talk to other organizations?
Oh, well, hello, Stephen, and I appreciate the opportunity to come here and speak with you and your members today. And so thanks again for that. And yeah, the biggest challenge that call centers face that I've seen over the years I've been involved, the last 35 years, is consistently hitting and meeting their monthly targets and KPIs. And the main reason for this is that, their teams aren't effectively led by their team leaders. And, because most of them don't understand their role or have the practical skills needed or tools, to get the job done. And, team leaders are the backbone of any call center operation. And if you have a great one, their team will soar. And if you have a, one that's not so great, let's say, they can really kill you. So, I'm on a mission to change that. Yeah.
So that you're saying that they don't hit their targets regularly. Why? And you talked about, the development of the team leader. And so why do organizations not better enable their team to be successful, to hit their targets? Why is that?
Yeah, well, it's a very good question, and you scratch your head wondering why. And although call centers have a lot of different reasons why their targets and KPIs aren't being hit, they pretty much all have the same problem, but they don't recognize it. And the first one is that they recognize this. They've got unproductive team members who consistently miss their targets and KPIs. But the reason is because they aren't being managed or coached effectively by their team leaders. And this is a big key. And, the inconvenient truth is that, most team leaders haven't been properly trained or coached in the first place, or get the ongoing support that they need to successfully lead their teams. And, the reason for this is that most companies simply don't have an effective team leader training process, with all the resources and tools needed for team leaders to effectively lead their teams to make sure that they do hit their targets and KPIs every month, or on a consistent basis.
So that's
the other problem.
Sorry,
go ahead.
Why is the KPI so important? I mean, what does that give the team visibility into?
Well, I mean, the KPIs and targets are really important, particularly for the company to achieve its goals. I mean, if the targets are set properly, they're based on the financial requirements and the or customer service needs that the company has identified that are key to its success. And if the frontline team isn't hitting those KPIs or targets, I mean, it puts a lot of challenges financially onto the company, or can do a lot of challenge to the brand reputation, and customer service delivery and things like that.
Right. So what you're saying, all of the team leader is really, it's focusing on the development of those individuals so that they can understand what their targets are, which relate directly to the KPIs of not only the department, but the company overall. Is that probably a good summation, Mark?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, what it comes down to is, the team leader's role is to make sure that their team members, individual team members, are delivering to achieve the targets and KPIs. And to do that, what they need to do is make sure that they have all the skills and trainings that they need to be able to do that. And their role is to make sure that they turn underperformers into top achievers. And the big problem, though, with a lot of companies is that they don't support the team leaders in such a way to equip them to best do that. So they're just not thinking. They they look at it as a team leader as all, that's somebody who is pretty good at, being on the front line. They should be really good at, teaching other people how to do that. But that's not true. A lot of people that are really good at doing something, particularly on the phones, they don't know what they do necessarily that makes them good. They just do it. It comes naturally to them. So how do you train somebody or coach somebody on something that you're not really sure how you do yourself? Now, if you had a process, though, a training process that you followed, you could do that.
Well, Mark, this has been a great conversation. I think that there's an opportunity for the NACSMA members to really look into the program that your company provides and learn more. Thanks so much for your time today, Mark. I greatly appreciate it.
My pleasure, Stephen. It's always lovely to be with you. Thanks so much.